What's going on? 221, Geronimo22 here. We're going to do a video. We're going to do a little bit of a bonus Game of the Week video. We got the Chiefs versus the Seahawks in a inter conference, outer conference, whatever you call it, matchup, and a bonus Game of the Week. I was actually requested to come take a look at this game and get this on audio, get this little bit of a playback, look back at the game by somebody. And you know what? This game should have definitely been on the map from the beginning, and that's my fault. But hey, we're here now. I see a fumble already by views. The one thing I'll say is, please, whoever is doing the streams, get your stream up to start the game, man. Come on, why is it starting at 1 minute and 33 seconds? Come on, overturned. So I know the score of this game. I know the outcome of this game. It's a high-scoring affair, so we're gonna get a lot of analysis here. I might skip through some of the cutscenes and try to get to some of the actual meat and potato of the game. But let's just see what happens. So we got two of the best players in the league. Everybody kind of knows who Views is by now. And I think people may not be sleeping. Maybe people may be sleeping on Senyo. I think he is. Senyo is somebody that is going to probably win a Super Bowl at some point. He just had he's had some bad luck in the postseason, so we'll get it going. Anyway, let's just take a look at the game. We got 1st and 10. We got a little pistol formation, a little inside zone. If you play Views, you have to stop the inside zone. If you don't know that, you should learn that. That's definitely his favorite run play out of every formation. You can see actually how he picks his plays. I don't know if people notice this, and I've been watching Views for years, and he does it differently than I've seen anybody else ever do it. He picks it by concept, so he knows how many times he's run a certain concept. He'll jump into that inside handoff concept, and pick plays that way. And then you see him jumping into the shotgun plays, and he knows where his favorite passes are by concept. He doesn't pick them by formation; he picks them by concept. So, or play type, really, not by concept. This is really play type. So. Let's look at it. 2nd and 7. I know I'm trying to look at Views' plays, and I think I have a good feel for what he likes to run. But there's some different ones. This is an interesting looking play. It's kind of an indie high-low play, indie levels play, auto motion to back out. I'm not a fan of that. I think that's can really F for the defense if they play too much man. Corner route into double coverage. Should not have been caught. Was not caught. Not quite sure why he forced that ball in there. I don't even know how. There's an extra guy over there. Let's go back. We do have replay, so let's use that. Let's use that replay capability and use that instead of actually watching some cutscenes. So it looks like looks like a zone blitz, but I think Senio's doing something different with his guy. He's not sending heat. He had those guys playing man to man, so he pretty much manned up one of those blitzers on the number 3 receiver, and that worked out in a sense to double team him. I love that idea. Something I used to do back in the day. I don't do too often anymore, but that's smart. You're basically getting 3 deep coverage, zone underneath, zone blitz principle, match coverage underneath with your seam flat defenders, and then you can do whatever you want with those 2 blitzers. This is the Seattle play, very common play. Gets a lot of guys open. The underneath routes will be there late, but that post route is hella dangerous, and that wheel is also there for you too. That damn beautiful release. I'll call it beautiful release by good old Patrick Mahomes. Just do that damn post in there. So the 2-man, I'm not sure who Arsenio was using in there, but you gotta when you get that formation, you gotta take away the post. That's the main thing. Spread football at the goal line. This is modern day football. Everybody's doing it. That's a forced high pass. Not sure why. Probably didn't know if anybody was going to be there. I'm playing better myself. I'm not trying to give myself no kudos. So when I watch games now, I'm looking at I can see more, which is I can always tell anybody who's playing the game if you know when you're not playing well, when you can't see the field and you can't see the opportunities there. But when you can see them as the game is going, he could have just ran that ball in with his. What I'm trying to get to is that he could have just ran that ball in with his quarterback. I don't know if there was any real reason for him to actually throw that damn pass, especially if he thought there was going to be coverage. So that's kind of a programmed throw. Hughes is a little bit of a program thrower. He has his targets, and he's looking for his main target. If you take away those main targets, you're going to have to make him work a little harder to score. So, anyway, he got a first touchdown of the game right there for Views. Now we're coming out here with Senyo. Let's see what he does. Comes out of 2 tight ends. A little stretch play, a little buck sweep type of action. Good play call out of that formation. I haven't seen that too often out of that formation. I like that. Like I said, I'm going to fast forward here. You see me here. I don't want to take 15 minutes to do this video. All right, here we go. Second down. After you usually get hit with a big run, the defense is going to get mad and cover 0 blitz you, and he does. Calls a little base run. Gets some nice yards there. You see how when I know the plays as they're happening. I don't have to go and look at the replay or what was the last play. Screen play. Throws it out to the flat. Gets some good yardage there. Good job. Like the play call so far. 1st and 10. Good chance of pressure. Most people on defense, when they get hit for first downs, especially easy first downs like that, they usually hit you with some pressure. But we're looking at Views' defense. He doesn't look like he's going to do that. Let's see. Looks like he's going to come out of something. Again, I don't want to look at this in-between stuff too much. We go with the bunch formation into the boundary. Probably going to be a run. Let's see what he's doing. Nope, little play action. Bomb. Little bendy route. Ooh, gets hit. Good defense. Good job. Safety getting over there. Not really a bendy route, I would say. That's just a good old Yankee concept. West Coast Shanahan world. It's called Rider. It's one of my favorite plays as well. Simple. He took the shot because it was there. 2nd and 10. Spread offense. Making checks. What's his name? Showing an aggressive front. Cover 0. Threw up a shot down the field. Not an ill-advised shot. I'm not sure why that was his first option. I guess it was the wheel. But that fade route, I don't know if that really... I've seen people run that against cover 0. I mean, I'll watch some more tape and see if that works. But a lot of times the route gets all screwy. You don't get the time. I should have kept this back in the block if you... Obvious cover 0 look. You're going to hear me say that again. Obvious cover 0 looks need to start getting eaten up at this time of year. They should have been eaten up probably 2 years ago in the sim world. I mean, like 2 seasons ago when I say 2 years ago. Hit him with the double move. Is that what it was? Yep, little stick knot action. One of my favorite plays. But Views has too many players in coverage. Robber coverage. Going to take care of that pretty easy. You'd have to come down with a really spectacular catch there. All right. Oh, something happened here. Okay, so we got the punt. Anytime you show special teams, you know something happened. And a fumble. Strip. User strip. Good job by Senyo. That's the perfect time to use a user strip. I don't like when guys run around with the primary tackler and try to user strip at the same time. I think that's corny. I can see in a situation if you're losing to use it, but what Senyo did there was that was a group tackle. You know what I'm saying? The computer hit him first. He had the second guy. He came up and stripped it. Good job. Good user. We don't talk about that enough. That really does make a difference, and then I appreciate seeing that. That's good football. All right, let's go to Views coming back here. Okay, we're gonna see his offensive play calls, but I'm not gonna give away what I know because I might have to play this dude one day. But you get the box formation. This is one of the more popular play calls. That corner route or the out route is usually wide open. It's going to be tough to stop that unless you do some special things. I've done some things versus that. I haven't really talked about it too much, but I will use the corner and bait with the corner. If you call the right coverage behind the corner's coverage, you could do that, or even maybe cover 1, So anyway, let's just talk about this. We get a little bunch to the boundary. He's probably going to stay in this bunch formation a lot. We get the classic vertical routes coming. Looks like we're in quarters coverage. Actually cover 9 or cover 2. Actually cover 6. Cover 9 it would be probably into the boundary, right? Yep, cover 9. Love it, love it, love it. Nice defense there. I won't go back on that, but that definitely kind of made that play null and void. Good job there. 3rd and 1. Views is probably going to run the ball, and it's probably going to be inside zone. Let's see. Let's fast forward a little bit. There we go. Gun. Option. Oh, he does an auto motion play, if I'm not mistaken. That's not allowed. We don't want those plays anymore. Talked about that the other day. If that's an example of an auto motion going across, going behind the line of scrimmage, right? But it's going across the formation. So when the ball snapped, he's on the other side. We just want to get rid of all those plays, okay? I don't care if he goes wide. I don't care if the ball snapped when he's still in the backfield. If he crosses the formation, we don't want that. But let's talk about the defense on that. That was really good defense. I mean, he ran basically inside zone with technically the fullback, but it's another halfback. So here's Epichenko. So, I mean, I don't know what Senor was doing with his defensive end, but it's like he crashed and squeezed the play, and then the play just got blown up by the defensive tackle. I don't know if that's a strategy or not, but that's interesting. Somebody did that to me one time, and I thought maybe they were doing it on purpose, but I'm not sure. Maybe some high-level stuff that I don't know about. Here we go. So we're up 14-10 because of that turnover with the Seahawks. He's in 2x2 gun. A little counter play here. Counter trap, probably counter because it's from the gun. Gets good. Doesn't get that much yards. Power O. It's all the same. Power, counter. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Decent play. Decent way to start. Let's just see how quickly he picks a play here. 2x2. He likes his formation. Back is to the side of the two tight ends, so you won't get that buck play anymore. A little post wheel combination on the left-hand side. Gets down, throws it down. Good versus cover 3. Good job. Post wheel combination, that's just what I call that over there. Anytime you have that post with that wheel route, it's a good play call versus a lot of soft zone coverage and users who are not playing in that middle area. Here goes the obvious cover 0 look, the good old meta of today's football. Here we go with, see what he does. Probably he's going to run the ball to it or run a screen. He's checking something over there. Oh, he's just going to run inside zone, try to beat that user that's cheating down the box. It's good 5 yards versus it. I think people need to run the ball versus cover 0 looks. I think that's the way to go. If you want to switch it up, there's passes you can throw, but limited passes you can throw. You got to be able to run the ball against it too, and especially if you have a quarterback that can run, you can really run some read options. Another cover 0 look. The frustration defense continues. He throws the RPO bubble to 3. That's a very good play call. I've seen it. I love it. I have it. I don't use it enough, but that's really good versus a 0 blitz as well. So Senor put on a little bit of a clinic on how to, what he's doing against the obvious looks. All right, we get a cover 2 defense. He doesn't know that, but it's just a generic defense down here. Squeezes the line, inside zone, gets hossed by the DT. I'm not sure who that is, but he does a nice job on that play. Let's see here. So inside zone with I like the the little around fake, but that doesn't really make anybody scared down here in the red zone, I don't think. A little lead play here, a little lead weak with the lead by the back. Good job by the running back. Good yards. He's going up, he's running the ball against this soft cover 2 defense. Views is just hoping that his D-line and all those big boys up there could just, kill the play, show up to the party. 3rd and 2. He's not going to run the same lead plays. It'll be interesting what this is going to be. Oh, power to the right. I like the call, but I think that's Chris Jones, and he says, not on my watch. So that will be it for that drive. I'm assuming the field goal is clean. It's going to be 17-10. So he's up by 7. Hughes is going to come down here in a good old 2-minute drive, right? If you ever want to know what people do, I hate to say it, you watch their games at the bottom of the of their play calls. Like, watch. I'm going to show you something. And Views, I hope you don't get upset, but I'm just going to show you how you can learn about what people do just by watching a couple series, right? So if I pause it here, right, you see the play call, how many times somebody calls it, right? It says 5 uses left, but then on the right-hand side, it says how many times the call is there. So we got Bucks post, we got Bucks seam, that many times, you know it's going to be, those are his play calls. Let me clean up this video here a little bit. Those are play calls. So if I'm really getting ready for a big-time game and I'm really taking a lot of time out, I'll watch somebody stream for a half and I can just pause it and just see how many times they call certain plays. It's pretty easy to do it that way. All right, so there goes his little play there. That's a good play. Good job with the drive concept coming from the right-hand side. This is one of the most popular plays in the game, the play action crossing route to the triangle receiver. If he's not open, a lot of times those deep routes will be open. So let's see what happens here. Let's see the adjustments. He calls timeout on defense, I'm sure, to get himself into a better situation. He got beat on the crossing route. Again, I don't know why he didn't user the inside linebacker that's blitzing and probably put him in a middle read. Something else for guys who are new to the league, just make sure that if you are going to user the blitzers and you're going to play with them, get them off their blitz assignments. Okay, don't let the art show that he's blitzing. Put him in like in a hook, whatever, a man assignment. I don't care, but just don't let the blitz assignment still be attached to that player, because there are glitches in the game that allow that guy to run faster when he's in a blitz assignment. So anyway, here we go with I missed what happened there. That was a quick little check down pass. It's okay if he can get him into field goal range, get him to kick a field goal. He's good on defense. There goes a little indie type of concept, levels concept, but the slants. So the slants is going to get upfield a little bit better. Empty slot. So if you know you play views, you cannot necessarily put your guys in man assignments that are based on speed, height, whatever, because with that motion, that auto motion, guys will flip around. So just don't do that, because that motion is fine. It's legal. Here we go, flood into the boundary, drive concept coming from the weak side. He's going to force a high pass to the back of the end zone. Second high pass I've seen. So we've definitely got views throwing some high passes in there. But we got a nice little break up by the defense. Again, high pass is one of those tactics that we don't want to see too often. But I can understand why you got to try to squeeze it into certain situations. But it shouldn't be overused every time you get in the red zone. He just beat him with a slant on a seam route down there. I'm not sure what the coverage was. Cover one. Was that Hardman just toasted somebody? Let me see that replay real quick. Yeah, he's blinking too. I'm not sure what his ability is, but cover one. Yep, Nickel just gets his butt whooped. Got to protect the seams down there, boys. Got to protect the seams. You see me talking from a defensive point of view a lot, but that's who I am as a defensive coach. Got to protect the seams. Usually that means you got to play cover four or just man up those safeties in the seams a little bit. Get some extra help in there. Those are the easiest throws to make. Make people throw corners. Tries to hit him with the outside zone. Try to get him with the cheap. I'm going to get some yards on here on first down play. The biggest, most popular play in all of Madden is a stretch outside zone on the first play of a new series. First and 10, PN10 is what it's called. All right, let's go here now. Let's get back into this pretty quick. Let's try to go a little faster so we can get through this video in maybe a half an hour or less. All right, we got now bunch formation under center. He ran the ball out of this one time. Let's see, he's going to play action. Let's see what he does now. Taking a while. He's using his sim rules to the leagues I've been in with both these guys. You know, quick snapping is really not that cool. Not to do it every play anyway. So I love how Arsenio's up there, you know, not quick snapping right away. You know what to say here? That's the second time he's run that play. The fake end around inside zone. So he's probably setting him up for some sort of end around at some point. Second and 10. Didn't see the full formation. Kind of looks like a trio tight end flex formation. Hits him with another inside zone from the gun. I don't know what's going on with Jones. I forgot what his abilities are. Oh, read option. Good job there, but he's not really showing up like I thought he would. All right, so now here we go with the bear cub type of front. 3rd and 1 makes sense. Oh, hits him with the RPO action. Surprised views wasn't on that. I think he was using somebody in there, but he's down a guy. He doesn't have enough guys in his defense. That's him using the Mike linebacker. That would be his responsibility. Go get that boy. What you doing over here? Let the D line work. You helping out for nothing. So if you're in that front, you might as well just let them work and just hope that your 5 can beat their 5. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. Looks like a cover 0 look. Good outside zone run from the gun. Don't see that too often. Gets to the edge. I don't know who that back is. That's a pretty nice little back right there. Oh, buck sweep. I didn't even see the pullers. Good job. Good call versus cover 0. Again, Views is being very predictable with those. Every time he gets beat on a play, got to have it play a big play. He comes back with cover 0. This is probably cover 3 here. Play action. Hits him with the rider. He doesn't want to throw the freaking over. The over's there. You just got to trust it, bro. He's got to trust it. And that's, if you run the ball enough, you can really trust it. But you probably haven't felt like he's respecting the run that much. So the second time you run that play, maybe a different formation, but same concept. Second and 11, usually a run or screen down. He throws the cross screen, doesn't work, man. I have it in my offense too, and it just, the halfback cross screen is just not what it needs to be. Uh-oh. So, I would get rid of that if I were you. If you ran a regular screen, you'd probably be better. But against cover zero blitz, that's asking a lot too, man. Oh, that's the other play. I'm sorry. My bad. Let me fast forward. That's the rider. And here goes the screenplay. Okay, this is against regular one robber. Who is that playing that guy? Number 32. This guy here. All right. So I'll come back to that later. Third and long, third and 11. One robber. Probably playing over the top coverage so those guys don't get beat off the line of scrimmage. I mean the corners. He still goes after it. Metcalf has just burnt somebody. Damn. Touchdown. Took advantage of whoever that corner was out there. I'm a DB guy. This is horrible. Look at this guy. Look at the corner. Look at him backpedal off the line of scrimmage. That is, I'll be honest with you, that's horrible. You got to flip your hips and go, man. See what this corner does over here on the left-hand side. And they do a little backpedal too. So if you play over the top coverage like that, that's what they do. Oh shit, I didn't realize that. That might be a bomb opportunity with anybody with speed who wants to use that type of tactic on defense. I'm glad he took the shot. That's a beautiful throw. Metcalf is going to catch the ball and get hit and come down. Free form and everything. Good job by Senio. Takes a shot on that cover one robber press and wins because of the technique of the corner playing over the top was not great. I thought those guys actually turned and ran. I didn't know they do a little backpedal for 5 to 10 yards. That's asking to get beat. I gotta look into that. All right, here we go. Here goes the Seahawks play. The same play that Views ran earlier in the game. Down the red zone. That post ball is his first read. He throws it again. Looks like that was either quarters or zero. Quarters, yeah. So let me see what's going on with Senio, where he's at on defense. This is a tough play versus. This is tough on defense to play quarters versus this. But over here you get a box call. Over here you're gonna get some messed up assignments. I'm pretty sure that this guy's gonna play number one. But really, the box call, I don't know why the safety's not over here unless Senio is not playing match coverage, which I think he should be. If he's playing with the middle linebacker, he also needs to help out and get in this window, but let's just see. I'm not worried about this side right now. I'll talk about that later, but this is quarters tape here. Yeah, the safety's running over here. That makes no sense. So that could be weird. I don't know why that safety's doing that. Look at this. Look at the safety. He should be sitting right here in this post. First vertical inside. He runs outside. So that's, yeah, there's nothing that anybody else can do. And the way these guys are running, I think this is definitely match coverage is on. I can tell by the backside corner he's playing number one on the weak side too. So yeah, that's interesting. I don't know if that's because of the play call, the Seattle switch play, which is a meta play. Everybody runs this play. A lot of people run it. I don't know if that type of route kind of screws with the safety, but that's weird. That's a case where you might just have to get yourself out of match versus compression sets. Just let them play true zone sometimes. At least you get rid of some of those deeper shots. I formation haven't seen this too often. Oh, he's going to hit him with his own Yankee concept rider. Throws it a little bit late, but in that window, again, me being a 49ers fan, I know this play well. You know, this play can step up and you can throw it at any point wherever you feel. If you feel like you can hit this first window, hit it there. If you can hit that second window, that's great, right? So, again, this is a cover two. Views is in no man's land, but he should definitely be in this area. I don't think Views, I'm sorry, Senio should be in that area. I don't think Views has run that concept too often. Maybe I'm wrong, but I haven't seen it too often. So you hit him with that. We got to go faster here, boys. Okay, here we go, a little boot action. We're going to get the over, the corner, the pivot's late read here. All right. And I know that's one of his favorite plays out of that formation. You should know that if you played him a bunch of times. With this snug type set. Looks like I don't know what this is. Like a kind of a pseudo mesh concept. Oh, that route was kind of funky by Hardman. Yeah, it's mesh. See, on the money. 2-man. You gotta play more 2-man versus views than you would like, but that's what you gotta do versus guys who have all this talent. He threw a quick seam route. I'm not sure why or what. Probably dagger. Yep. The dagger concept. It's usually the first read. Like I said, in the red zone, you gotta protect the seams, man. You gotta protect the seams, and that's the seam route. You're playing cover 3, you better probably, in my personal opinion, the way I like to play this, I'll either use this guy or you need to like man up the seam routes somehow, some way. But he's there. He actually makes a good hit, or the corner makes a good hit. And that's the reason why the ball comes out. But dagger. All right, let's go to 2nd and 10. Formation, the boundary, U trips, usually use the tight end whips. I will always use that guy in the flat and try to bait that and pick that off. If you try that formation against me, that's the first thing I'm trying to take away. He puts this guy on a streak. Usually he runs a whip as well. That's probably his first read, but he's in some sort of too high shell, can't throw it. Throws the check down, simple ball. Keep the chains moving. Stays in this formation. Now, there are other good plays that get the back to the flat pretty well, or have over routes by the tight end. There you go, back to the flat. Throws it quickly. Got to take the tackle. I'll tell you what, that is good football. In real life, the red zone's hard to always throw seams and throw balls down deep. You know, you're going to get probably a lot of breakups, a lot of DBs playing the hands. So throwing the ball to the flat, throwing screens, running the ball, it's actually one of the best ways to get the ball into the end zone. If you ever watch the Red Zone channel on Sundays, you'll see a lot of touchdowns are thrown to the flat and have guys making somebody miss. Oh, you hit him with a little bit of a zone stretch. Simple. I'm not even gonna go back on that. It's hard versus. It's hard to come out versus a spread set, quote unquote, but it's bunch, and you still have good run options. So you gotta really take away the bubble, but you gotta think about what kind of run you might get. And he hit him with the stretch play there. So that's a good play call by Views. We're at 24-24. This game's going to end somewhere in the 30s, I think, or maybe even higher. Be a lot more scores. We get 2x2 snug. We get the good old cover 0 look here. Runs the ball against the cover 0. As you have learned from today's video, if you run the ball versus cover 0, you will have some success. 1st and 10, he hit him with another cover 0. He ran, it looks like he's going to try to run that buck option, or that sweep play, but he hands it off. Outside guy number 9 did a nice job of just getting in that window. 2nd and 12, always a tough down. Hits him with the play action from bunch. Hits him with what I call a bendy type route. Doesn't work that time. Any route that has this type of stem where it works in and out, or some of them even more slight where it kind of works like straight up and then kind of like bends out late. I call that the bendy route. Gotta get separation in the game, right? Sometimes you gotta do things like that, especially when people are running maybe like 1 or 2 defenses. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Here we go, gun, 3rd and long. Ooh, nice post route. That had to be a double move. I wasn't watching that side of the field. Yep, hit him with the stick nod. We've seen that twice from Sinyo. Good job. Good call versus 2-man. Good throw and catch. All right, 1st and 10. Trying to fast forward here, guys. Got 3x1, really 4x1 with the back offset that will take off any match. We get the counter play. It gets eaten up by cover 0, meta cover 0. Oh, quarters, see? Anybody who knows me knows that sometimes I will call cover 0 and quarters. That's why it's actually a nice thing to mix in together. That's why a lot of people probably watch my videos this year, my quarters videos, because a lot of the looks can look similar, especially if you run the 0 blitz where the nickel's coming off the edge. It looks very similar, so good job. Good job by Views. See, is his quarters, is his man? Who knows, right? It's cover 0, but it could look like quarters. And there are some cover 3s that look like that too. Hit him with the backside slant, like that he trusted it. Good call. Could have been interesting if he would have gone to the strong side, because I don't think Views can cover all those guys. Yeah, I mean, he would have had to work through a lot of traffic, but sometimes, the computer lets you go make that tackle for like gain it too. Formation flip, make sure you wait for the defense. I'm sure Senio's going to wait for the defense. Not going to just quick snap. Sorry, my tongue is tied. I'm a little tired right now. Here we go with fourth quarter, 3rd and 7, 2x2. Quarters coverage. See, this is what normal quarters looks like, right? Guys are a little bit deeper, but you got that nice 4-quart shell. Oh, that running back is wide open. Hit him with the special. Hit him with the 3 vertical out the backfield against quarters coverage, and views could not cover it. There it goes, boy. That's the only time you could do that play. It's only in one play. It's only one formation that gives you that look where the running back will go through the line of scrimmage, and he just hit him with it against quarters. Good play call, good timing. Nice job by Senio. All right, here we go. So we're going to get the best of views here. He's down by 2 scores. Comes out in trips formation. Hits him with just the inside zone. Surprised by that, but we'll see what happens here. If he goes no huddle, he does not. 2nd and 5. Little slot wing formation. Outside zone. Oof, good blocking on the outside. Somebody got their ass collapsed on the linebacker. They got ear hold. All right, 1st and 10. Play action. Here we go with a little bit of a burner concept. Oh, he hits him with the post ball on the backside, and he gets picked off. Whoa, why did he probably took too long to throw that ball. Okay, so just again, West Coast world. If anybody wants to jump into the sim layer, I can show you some of these plays. I've been studying the whole concepts and everything like that. But so this is off of the stretch play. So usually, the good thing about this, why I kind of get some people, is that usually it's a boot going back this way. You see, I'm the quarterback. So some people, when they see this action, they start running back this way. So you might get just a good old over route there, okay? But the one thing that the West Coast world has is that usually this guy runs a vertical or a comeback, right? This route right here, I think it's called Blazer or Burner. I think it's Burner. Anyway, there's times where this guy, instead of running a vertical, he'll pretend like he's running an over and he'll run the corner. That's pretty much what you're looking for as your primary route. So with everything going on there, this is an alert back here. If you can get this post in real life, and you can kind of just set up in the pocket. So it's not a true boot. It's kind of like you're staying in the pocket. And you can get some guys really running in different directions based off of the regular boot game. I mean, he had both guys open, but he took the right shot. He threw it a little bit late. Probably should have trusted it. And Tyreek Woolen with his 800, he's 7'10", just said, "Give me that." So that's a shame. It was a good play call. It just wasn't executed great, and that's what happens sometimes, and that's football for you. Good job there by both guys. Here we go with a little base play. I'm telling you right now, Views is struggling with the run game. I don't know where Jones is. Jones is just not there today. 1st and 10, 2x2, making sure you spread out, get a good spread the guy out. You can see those blitzes. Did something here. I forgot what this is. Either a man line or something he did to get that guy to come up, but he's not using him, which I do like. He did that on defense. Good disguise. I think he hit him with another inside zone play here. Read option. Same thing. He has the ball off. Not really the same thing, but close enough. Same family. Gets a nice read there. What's his name is playing light boxes. Interesting. Hit him with the quarters again. Does the unrealistic line squeeze here. Squeezing everybody in. Senio's not in any rush here to snap the ball. Hits him another inside zone. That's not going to work versus that look, because that backer's going to scrape. It's going to scrape clean. 2nd and 9. Not sure what defense this is. It's hard to tell when you are in a compression set sometimes if it's zero or if it's quarters. It looks like quarters match. He hits him with the same idea that we just talked about when it comes to throwing the ball on that burner type of route. Right, so this play right here, we all know it. We've all seen it a million times. PA cross, right? It's the same idea what I was just talking about, except it's from the gun, right? You get your over route right here, okay, and you get this route here working as a fake kind of over, but really runs that nice little corner. It's almost like a C route. So those are your two main options. The great thing about this play is that this route is open as well versus cover 2 zone. This route actually even works this little double move can work versus different coverages as well. Sometimes man, sometimes cover 3. I wouldn't really rely on it, but that route does get open late. Really this to that. But versus quarters coverage, if you want to come out here and play match versus quarters coverage versus this, it's going to be tough, but it's actually not bad. So over here, you get your box. So he should play the outside vertical. He should play the inside vertical. He should be sitting in the flat. You won't have any real work. You as a linebacker need to get over and probably cover that over route because I don't think he's going to cover it. On the back side of this, you're going to get a bastardized version of man coverage in the Madden world unless you make audibles. He's going to cover 1. He's going to pretty much cover nobody. He's going to cover the flat. And he's going to kind of sit in this quarter window. That's how the game plays it. That's not how it should be played in real life. I talked about that plenty of times in my videos. But let's just watch this out. Gotta always use my quarters tapes to be able to talk. So there we go. We got the first vertical inside match by the safety. Corner sitting there, a little flat-footed. I think that's where the shot was taken. Good job by Views to get underneath this over route. He knows this route's coming. It does actually get taken by the safety, which is actually pretty good. That is his responsibility. But he's always going to be a little bit late. And then this guy is kind of doing nothing. He's in the flat area right there. That's actually really good coverage. This route is actually pretty well taken care of. If you really want to be good at this play, I would definitely probably back up your corner. I like to play him back here at 10 yards, just to give yourself a little bit of room on this kind of C route versus a really good receiver like that. But it's good coverage, good pressure. Made that ball be thrown a little bit inaccurately, and good job. So quarters is not bad versus that meta play of PA cross that everybody likes to run. Quarters match can actually work pretty well. Cover 1, I already saw the shell there. This is a mismatch right there. I don't know if he's going to find that matchup in time. Through the out, he did find that matchup. So, good old flood concept. We can sit here and talk about plays out of snug. You can run a whole offense and kill people with this. But good job with that. He had the right read. Just a poor throw with that pressure that was coming. How'd that pressure come? We're slowing it down here because this is a big time in the game. Oh, good job by this guy using whatever ability he has out there and gets pressure on it. So 4th and 9 has to punt. If Senio would have scored in that series, that would have been really good, man. That would have pretty much iced the game away. Dagger, second time we've seen Dagger. So you play Views, you're gonna get the same concepts at least twice a game. Throws this inside breaking route. You gotta have a stud in the inside corner. Your nickel. A dime corner to stop that. No huddle. I don't blame him. I don't think he's going to run the same play. He kind of did run the same play. He just put the outside guy on a vertical. I think he took Dagger and turned it into verticals. Or it's verticals. It's verticals. All right. So, hit him with that. He's just attacking the mismatches and the man coverage. Hard to deal with. Here we go in 1st and 10. He's going to hit him with this funky little Texas type of concept. You got the inverted, I would probably call it inverted, what do you call it, zig route, as somebody one day fought me about how it's the same route, but it is a check down lane. It's no different than running like an in or some sort of drag. But anyway, it gets there at different timing. Inside zone, 2nd down, doesn't get that much yards. It's a shame versus that soft defense. It doesn't get that much yards, but let's see what happens here on 3rd down. Okay, here we go. Let's set this up. Spread, drive. You got a little bit of a flag concept over here. Throws it to the flat. Easy yards. I'm sure that was quarters coverage and somebody didn't cover it fast enough. Nope. It was cover 3. It looked like that, excuse me, that Senio coverage that he likes to do where he doesn't really blitz anybody. He has guys in extra spots on the field. Yep. I'm not sure what. He's taking away those shallows, but didn't take away the flats. So he kind of got him there. Good call by Views. Keep the game alive. Here goes the box play we talked about earlier. Flood concept, looking for that corner to the out with the post as an alert. Post won't be there. Out's there right now. Throws it to him. Easy 1st down. That play is really hard unless you're going to have to use it, that play. I usually use it over there. I told you guys that earlier. All right, here we go. Bunch of the boundary. Got a bunch of plethora of plays. He's going to try him with the double move. The corner route to Harmon is probably there. He's going to throw it. Yep. As soon as that corner moved in to cover number 1, he was going to throw that corner. That corner is pretty well gonna be it's easy route versus that coverage. But what is this? Hold on, something's wrong here because this is actually quarters coverage if I'm not mistaken. Right? This should be box. It looks like he might have done something where he manned up the outside guy. I don't know because the corner moved in late. I don't know why the corner moved in late, but he should be sitting right here. And then there's nobody on the flat route, so there might be Senio's gonna have to come back and talk about this. It's cover 9. I just saw it. It's cover 9. Oh shit! Hold up. So this is the cover 2 side. So something on offense might have made that corner come in because the corner should be sitting right between that corner and that flat route. But something made him come in. So sometimes when you're on offense, guys, and this is something I'm gonna think about going into next cycle. You make some adjustments, which is not your fault, but you might be making audibles, you might be changing a route. It sometimes does mess up zone coverages, like that coverage. Like, I can't run cover 9 because if you made an audible and now my corner comes inside, out of position, and now he's screwed on that play. He got an easy touchdown. And that's why if you ever watch my stream, sometimes you see me playing with the corner in those situations because that's the guy that gets abused a lot out there, down there in the red zone or versus that route versus that formation. All right, 2x2. He's hitting with the base play. Views has had no answer for that all day long. I mean, it is 2-man, so it is a very soft defense, so it probably works really well. All right, here we go. 3x1. He's going to try to cheat for the inside zone here. This would be a great time for play action, to be honest with you. Looks like this could be some sort of quarters coverage press. I wasn't watching what he was doing on defense, even though it's on my screen. Hits him with another inside zone. He's playing it safe. He's not trying to get down the field too quickly. Yep, quarters press it was. All right, here we go with 2nd and 6. He ran read option. That was that same play, right? All right, here we go. 2nd and 6 now. We got a little tray formation. We got the 0 look. Both backers are coming. There's nobody on the flat route. Wow. I mean, look, if you want to try to hide cover 0, I would just suggest views to look at some of the ones where they have, you probably know this, but where they have the nickel coming off the edge. Not both inside backers, because now with the nickel coming off the edge, one of those inside backers will cover the running back, and you can actually take care of that. I can't believe I'm giving somebody advice on how to use the meta cover 0 more. Just stop using meta cover 0. You don't need it. All right, here we go. Easy touchdown by Senio, but great play call. I think he's aware of what Views is doing. He's locked in right now, and we're going to see what happens to this drive, all right, to end the game. All right, 3rd time is a charm. We see this play again and again and again. Here goes the play action crosser with the good old burner right there. He's going to throw the backside route. I told you that route does get open if you have the time. I won't spend too much time looking at that. You can go back and learn that, love it, do whatever you want to do with it. If you play Views, you gotta be ready for this. I don't want to hear no excuses anymore. Dude's gonna run it 2 to 3 times a game, so just be ready for it. That's it. There's no other answer for that. Is it too much? It's getting borderline too much. If Views ran that concept 4 or 5 times a game, he'd be getting a DM. But once you get to 2 or 3, that's about it, boys. Especially in this situation, you're trying to win a game. I'm not mad at somebody running the concept again. All right, here we go. Through the ball to the flat. Looks like let's focus on the defense. Looks like we're getting a little bit of 2-man right here. Patriot formation has a lot of good inside breaking routes. Threw it away. All right. Good coverage. Is that one of the Senio classics? I'm going to call it a Senio classic. 3-man rush. Usering, putting guys into all different types of zones. Let me just see what he's doing here because I'm curious. Just from a learning standpoint, what is he really doing with these blitzers? So I think these are the 3 regular droppers, I'm assuming. So this guy's coming down. I'm not sure what he's playing. He's definitely using one of the blitzers and kind of trying to cheat on whatever route he thinks is coming. So it looks like 3 under with like almost a spy or something, or like 2 guys in the middle, and he's taking away one of those routes. So if that was the case, that was the guy coming down. So he's like he's putting one of these other guys in a spy, and he's using the other blitzer, and he's trying to like pretty much man up on the back almost. So you're getting that kind of like that 3-man rush, 8-man coverage, but it's confusing enough that it can throw you off. Here we go. It looks like some kind of cover 2, to be honest with you. Hits him with the inside zone. Gets lots of yards versus that soft front, soft defense. I don't blame him. All right, here we go. Verticals. Looks like he's still some sort of cover 1. I'm surprised he didn't try to hit that seam sooner. And he threw it and got him. That seam was open earlier. It's like he wasn't looking at it to start. But he hit him again with the Senor coverage. This time, this guy's playing seam of three. Seam right here is going to be outside leverage and low hip. Safety has to help out there. He's late to get to the middle. So there you go. You just found one way to beat the Senor coverage. Just throw it past the coverage. All right, here we go. So now Senor's going to have to come back and win the game at the end here on offense. So we get to focus on that. We get a little 2x2 snug route. Let's see if we get the play action play we know and love. Nope, he hits him with the base play. I think he's done that about 3 or 4 times this game, and that's been working. Uh-oh, somebody got beasted. Looks like we're in a big soft coverage here. 2nd and 4, clock is running. Play action. Going to give him the good old bomb route. On a bendy type of route, that's just called my guy is better than you, and he actually does drop the ball. Would not have thought that was going to happen. I'm really shocked again that if Hughes is in match coverage in this situation. I would recommend, you got to have balls of steel to freaking run match in this situation. I would get out of match, and I would play zone drop cover 4. I would just play a different defense. I've seen people lose Super Bowls off of that. CEO and 2-2-0. Get yourself out of match in big time where guys have to throw shots down the field. Match is not good versus shot plays. It's not. It's cover 0 with only a 4-man rush. It's not built for that. It's built for intermediate, good low throwers. Guys that want to throw inside breaking routes. It's good for that. Outside breaking routes and deep, not good for that. Here we go. Throws a little screen to the big man down there. I like that play call. That's actually a design screen. Is that out of 3x1 or is that bunch? Because I've tried this before and I can never get these results. God damn, look at this. Everybody got knocked in their damn ass. This is the 3x1 one. I have this play. I can never get it to work. Let me see the timing. I'm trying to learn from Senor here. Sorry about my mouse is in the screen. It's probably annoying. He just throws it quickly. Everybody gets pancaked out there. God damn. Oh, I like that play. That's a FU play. Stops the clock. Let's get ourselves here. He's taking some time here. The game's almost over. All right, here we go. He goes with the inside zone out of that look. I kind of thought play action was coming again. Let's see if he does it here. Don't play action him. Come on. Don't do it. Just drop back. There we go. Drop back. Hits him with it. Oh, it's a bendy. It's a bendy. It's a bendy. You saved the best for last. Oh, there's a bendy route right here on the outside. Versus quarters coverage again. Stop it, Views. Stop it. Why are you playing quarters, man, in this situation? This one's here is really hard, man. So what happens again? If you guys don't know, I'm going to say 800 times, because anybody who wants to learn quarters, in order for you to really learn quarters, you have to watch videos. You have to go through this stuff a lot, because it's not easy to remember everything. You have to be beat by the same concepts 15 times. So understand this. Over here we have box, so that's going to eat up 1, 2 high parts of the box, 3, 4 low parts of the box. Gone. Over here, the game should play zone it. They should play 3/2 or some sort of triangle, but they don't. So what they do is the way Madden's set up is that he's going to man up number 1, and he's basically asked out, helping out on anything that breaks inside like a post, and he's going to always be late to a corner, and this guy's going to do nothing. That's why in my videos I've talked about manning up these guys and maybe putting this guy in a deep half. Treat this side like a cover 2 man. Right? I don't care if you man him up on 1 or man him up on 2. I like manning him up on 2 and putting this guy on this guy. But you need to just shore up the backside. This is the weak side of the formation technically, because there's only 2 wide receivers. There's not 3 eligibles, but it really is the passing strength. This is 2 wide receivers. But just understand, this part of Madden is broken. I've made videos on this. I've talked about it. I've given hints on it. I've talked about stacks. What do you do with stacks away from the back? Have an adjustment. Don't even play match. Just put your guys in sticks coverage if you can't get into it in time. These underneath guys are going to sit at the sticks, but who cares? These guys here are going to play just quarter, zone drop, quarter, zone drop with no matching principles. So anyway, you pretty much get man-to-man versus a route that really does a nice job versus man-to-man, and you have a game-winning touchdown. So that is an adjustment that everybody can learn from. I've seen this happen in plenty big-time games. You just can't do that. You can't sit in quarters and just think it's going to save you. It is the pretty girl. It has a lot of problems, even though she might look good. Damn. All right, well, that's going to pretty much be it, if I'm not mistaken. We get a run. I'm assuming he just kicks a field goal. He's going to call timeout at 3 seconds because Senio is 4 seconds. It's even better. Give yourself time in case there's a bad snap. All right, and that should be it. So, hey, bonus game. Oh, we got a little bit of ice the kicker, but it doesn't matter. Bonus game of the week. Sorry this video is so long. It's almost an hour, but I had to really stop and go back and watch replays. He almost got the block there. Views, you are a master of coming back and doing crazy stuff, but not today. Not today.